guys. All right, I said before noon. We're here before noon. All right. Let's see. I wonder if I can move this over. I guess we should do it this way. Maybe out of the way. There we go. Maybe that's better. Hi. Oh, hi, T-Barb. How are you? It's just getting ready to storm here. All right. Let's see if I can bring this up and so I can read the feed. Okay. How are you guys doing? Did you put through a question? Ooh, let me know if you can hear the thunder. That makes for a good tarot reading, doesn't it? Okay. See if I can find that in a minute. All right. I'm going to wait for just a couple minutes, see who else joins us. How are you, T-Barb? Doing great. Okay, great. I'll be fine once it's gone. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. Well, I went on the community page before I did my beach walk, and I wrote down some of your questions. There were a few good questions there. All questions are good, right? Hi, Carol. Hi, Susan. How you doing? What's your weather like today? I think my brother Steve said it was a bit cloudy up there yesterday. They'd have quite a bit of sun, though, up there in Washington. All right. So, oh, wait, you're in California, I think. Okay. All right, let's do some shuffling. Okay. So I named this video, The Key, the Book, and the Safe, because I'm going to ask some very specific questions about Ghislaine. Oops. Let's move this a little bit. Let me get my energy square, my feet on the wood floor. All right. I want to know if she's safe. In the last live video, if you watched, I asked if she was going to spill the beans, and it came up no. So, no, I don't know if that was temporary or just what we were looking at until she could buy some time, but we're going to look at it. Her weather is hot and humid, going to be near 100. Wow, yeah. Hi, Liz from the Bay Area. We got it. Us Florida girls have to stick together in this madness. All right. How did everybody do with the eclipse? Hi, Aria. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? I loved your video yesterday. Oh my gosh, I just watched it when I got back home. That was cool. Great answer. So I was really surprised at the diversity. So there were so many good suggestions. All right, let's take a look. I want to know, is Ghislaine, Gilligan, whatever, you know I call her Gilly. Gilly. All right, let's see. Is she safe? She's been transferred to the New York area. I don't know what's the name of that jail is, if anyone knows. All right. Let's see if she's safe. Is Gilly safe? I don't think she's safe. I think the reason I named this video The Key, the Book, and the Safe is because I know that Barr has the key. So, but she has a lot of information. But let's see, is she physically safe? Okay, oop, there we go. First card we get is the Seven of Cups. And that means nebulous soup. So that's sort of like the Neptune card, right? Shell game Neptune card. That means people have been placed. Don't look at this person. Suspect this person. Don't look at this person. So this means there's plants. People have been placed. And she really doesn't know what she's doing yet. She thinks she has a couple of options. You know, when you get the 7 of Cups, you think, oh, I can choose this one and this one and this one. But if you look closely, there's really only one cup that makes sense. It's the riches, right? Or, you know, unless you want a dragon head or something. Dragon heads are cool though, right? Okay. She feels cornered. She does. She feels like she's backed into a corner. This is on its side. This means, so this is a card of protection with the 9 of Wands. So it's on its side. So that means someone's already taken a swipe at her, and it means that she is not going to be able to be protected to the degree that she would like. So now on my way home, and you guys know when I walk the beach, that's my meditative zone, right? Because I don't have to cross the street. I don't have to worry about anything. So I just let everything flow when I'm out there. On my way home, I started to think about, it just came into my mind that she has been offered protection from both sides. So she doesn't really, there really isn't anyone that she can trust. And that never really entered my consciousness before. So they've offered her money. We knew that, of course. She does have something stowed away for safekeeping. She thinks if she goes the long haul, she can reveal something or use something, money to her advantage, possibly the writings, the names of the book, to her advantage. So she has things that are written. Pentacles are things of the earth. Coins, things that are written. Medicines made out of plants. More plants. Okay. Oh my God. I looked up the pronunciation. I know. Okay, so yeah, I'm just calling her Gilligan. Okay, we all know who she is. Thank you, T. Barr. Everybody says it differently, right? All right. Okay, so in the past are the secrets of the lovers and the deals and the people, the spiels and the deals and the people that she was with and around and set up, and Mr. Epps. And of course, she feels like sorrowful for some of the things that she got caught, you know. She feels that part of her life is over. This means it's not quite over. She has been sad in her cell. Oh, ooh, ooh. All right. Now, the judge is coming for her. So Audrey Strauss took over for Berman, right? So this looks like there's a decision coming up very soon. This is on the doorstep, so that's coming up very quickly. She's been made offers from both sides. She does not want to take either one. Right now, she is not committed to either side. Right now, we're looking at the very base of what the question is. She is not committed to either side. Right now, she's trying to protect herself, and she knows she can't. She can't because they keep coming at her. They keep making these offers and telling her she's got to make a decision. They're going to move her again. So there will be one more move. That's my 4 of Wands. It's another move. Messages will come up very soon. They're making decisions about dates. And there's the Death card. So, I don't think she's safe. I do not think she's safe. Oh, hi, Leary girl. How are you doing, my friend? Let's turn on the moderator. There we go. Now we're all in place, right? We've got our group. Okay. Okay, so we're asking if you're just joining us, Larry girl, good morning. Is it still morning? No, it's 12:04. Well, Eastern Standard Time. No, it isn't. All right. It is raining. You could hear thunder. If it flickers, if internet flickers, that's just what's going to happen. It's Florida. It's a lightning capital of the world. Okay, so there's going to be decisions made, and someone, Billy B, may have already decided that if she doesn't take this deal, she might get snuffed out. Now, usually, this doesn't mean death usually itself. Usually you have to have accompanying cards, some of the swords cards, some other things. But these two together are good with the Five of Cups. And they may have said, deal with us, take your own life. I'm sure they're giving her lots of options. And she thinks she has some that don't actually exist. So they could make her decision for her. But she'll be moved again. She's just not moved right off to a cloud somewhere. All right, so there's a lot going on. There's just so much going on. She's had it. She doesn't know what to do. So, is there anything that I'm totally 100%. I don't get the results of my biopsy back until they said 2 weeks. So it's going to be Tuesday, but I'm not worried. I think, I know having immune deficiencies situations like many of you have reached out to me is a thing that we just have to deal with and take extra precaution, right? So I'm not concerned. I am much better now. Last week, I was concerned. Not right now. All right. Anything else we need to know about Ghislaine's? Wow. Yeah. She may go away. So I also think that she may be getting an offer this just came to me, an offer from somebody else that was in these dealings with her, maybe the owners of one of the other islands, where other resorts or things were, where they were to, even if she has a court case here, can they bring her somewhere else? I don't know what the answer to that is, but there's an offer to do that. Like, come live here. And so there's tons of offers, but she has no commitment to. That means I can't choose. I don't know. And right now I'm in just protection mode, and she can't protect herself. So there are, she has problems coming her way. Thank you, Susan. Okay. All right, let's take a look now. I had asked previously, will she spill the beans? Let's just see, has she given any information, any of the names out of the book? Let's just see if she's given. Because she has things that are written. Barr may have the key in the safe, but she has things that are written. Okay, so let's see. Does Gilligan, does she have... Well, we know she has a name. Has she given any names? Has she said or given any information at all? Yes, but yes, Ellen, it could, but I specifically was asking about her safety. Now we're looking at if she's given the names of people. So we have to really be careful to phrase the question. Sometimes I have to rein it in. Okay, stay very specific. The universe loves it when we're specific, especially with attraction, right? All right. Will she give Audrey Strauss some names? Will she give Audrey Strauss anything in particular that will help Audrey Strauss? So, if we get positive cards, that means yes. If we get negative cards, then that means no. Okay. More cups, more water flowing. So she's split right down the middle. Again, that's the base, Temperance card. She's struggled, and Audrey Strauss is in a battle with other people. People are trying to, whack-a-mole on Audrey Strauss every time she pops her head up a berm, and then they just try to. Billy's playing whack-a-mole. Okay. Whack-a-Berman. Whack-a-Strauss. Okay. All right, now we have the Tower card. They have discussed apps, of course. They have discussed apps, but they have also discussed somebody else in the GOP. So so with the Tower card there, I'm going to say that there have been some names talked about. And then interesting, 78 cards, right? And we get the Justice card in the same place on the doorstep. So there will be someone else is getting called in. She thinks that those names that she has her sitting pretty with that 9 of, okay, she did. Okay. She did. And if you watched Jen Lynn and Johnny and Becca last Sunday, and I've asked this before too, and it came up that there were children involved in this as well. Yes, so she has, but I feel like it's something that they already knew about. So this wasn't there could be an accidental discovery, more like a confirmation, and someone that is very well known, and there's secrets that will come out. I don't think everything's going to come out. And I'm also going to say a Libran man. We have the King of Swords, Aquarian, Libran. I'm going to say Libran. Libran, Aquarian. King of Swords, Justice card, Star, Aquarian, and Libra. Okay. So she has confirmed some things for them. But I feel like this is something that they already had an inkling about, information about, leads, tickets on the Lolita. So, but one, I think there will be some further discovery with one. And there's legal action coming. And so we asked if we got a mixed bag. We got some positive and some negative cards, but the outcome was the Star card, and the 3 of Pentacles. So those are positive. So I'm going to say yes, but not big time. Hi, Richard or Mr. B. Okay. All right. Let's see. Any other questions about her? You guys? Any other questions about Gilligan? Gilly? Should we ask if someone's going to take her out in her cell? We're getting gruesome here. Is she going to have trouble in her jail cell? Is she going to meet up with a struggle, like the 5 of... Let's see if we get 5 of Wands or 5 of Swords or any other swords. Is Ghislaine, sure, why not, going to meet up with some sort of struggle in her cell? Right. So when my cards, butt heads or pop out, so I have to show you what comes out. So this means that there is somebody that is already made some sort of, not really attack, but possibly verbal attack. So she's really in the hot seat. And I think they're aware that people are the rats are coming from every corner, literally every corner. Okay. All right. Hit the likes up button. Oh, thank you, Susan. Okay. All right. Have a good class. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. All right. 3 of Cups. Now, that could be, so she's a female, right? So we have 3 of Cups. So she could be, have had words with another female on her cell block. club on its side. I know it's a wands, ace of wands, but that means there is pressure being directed at her. She thought she was okay. Strauss knows she's in trouble. There's also another female that is, thank you, Cindy. There's also another female way up there with the big cash with the GOP that is helping to protect. So she's in one of the super PACs. She's helping to protect the money of those people because they are wigging out. Okay. All right. So, and guess who isn't sleeping real great? Okay. All right. She's had a lot of judgment thrown at her, a lot of words. And there's been notes, letters, things that have been slipped to her, things that are written. So I don't think it comes in the cell. I think she gets, there's power plays and threats and written things, but I don't think it happens in the cell. So I wonder where. So it's mostly verbal right now. Okay. So is there anything else about that we need to know? Mostly feelings and threats and veiled threats and unveiled threats and some lies. Some people saying, watch out, I wouldn't eat that if I were you, or whatever. All right. So let's see. Who has the next question? All right. I think it was me, myself, and I, and someone else also asked, will Maryanne Trump pay for what she's done? Now that the Trump's niece is out with the book, and there's excerpts that have already come forward, are you guys loving it or what? I always got that there's a lot of truth in there, but there's some that just, she doesn't mind a little bit of embellishment either, but who wouldn't? Okay. Maryanne Trump, will she pay for, well, she took money out and didn't pay for taxes. She retired. That's the judge, right? Is that right, T-Barb? Trump's sister? Okay. Is Maryanne Trump going to have to pay for her deeds? What's going to happen? What's the future for Maryanne Trump? That means she is going to have to. Okay. Will Maryanne Trump have to pay for some of her bad deeds? Maryanne Trump, what's going to happen? What's coming up for you? You thought you were in the clear. Okay. Ooh, this comes very quickly. There's already action into this. Someone's already cracking those files, right? Knight of Wands. There's a whole world of files. You can run, but you can't hide. Maryanne. We don't even know. We don't even know how many things are there. Okay. They're going to try to make her deal. Hi, Jenna. Whoa. That's a jail card, you guys. She might be finding her way to a cell. I'm thinking so. Boy, she is stuck and waiting. She knows. She doesn't know what to do. She is in her own cell in her home, even right now. She's stuck. She's worried. She doesn't know what to do. She's waiting. She's thinking options that elude her, that are nebulous. She thinks she has choices like Gilligan, and she doesn't. There's a delay, and she's going to have to give something up. So she will have to surrender something, and some books, some money. Oh, but she comes out okay. So she's able to spin it. She will give something up, but then she comes out okay. So what's on the bottom? Okay. So they're going to make her an offer, and she may turn in someone else, and that's how she's able to preserve some of her things. So that's my take on that. They're going to threaten her. Hi, Mackenzie. Okay, they're going to threaten her, though. They're going to threaten her with jail. She's scared. She is Gilly. Okay. Gilligan. All right. Hi, Nancy. One of my dear friends. Okay. All right, let's see. One of my Lee County homegirls. Okay. Homegirls. Okay. All right, let's see. We asked about Maryanne. Okay. So I talked to one of my right-wing friends after I took my beach walk, just for a few minutes. It was her birthday. I talked to her, and she said something. And so you guys know I do this. I have to do it because I have friends and family that listen to Fox News. So every once in a while, I have to turn on Tucker Carlson or one of the other people on there so I can hear what they're saying, so I understand what some of the people that I care about are being fed. So I just have to understand it. So it was so full of lies. So I listened to Tucker Carlson, and it was so full of lies. It was, when you really hear it and you think, oh, this is why these people actually believe this, their husband gets them to watch the channel or something or whatever, what have you. Anyway, I'm going to look to see. One of the other questions was, are there going to be significant media changes so that the truth, the light will be on the truth, that will get, who's going to stand up to say the noise channels can't spread this disinformation, because now it's going to cost people's lives and well-being. So, and it already has, but now with what's going on here, it's really terrible. So are there going to be someone going to stand up? Is someone going to make it illegal for you to lie on them when it comes to the medical well-being? And now we have the split between Fauci and Trump has been made. Okay. We also saw it with Birx. So Birx is coming next, but I won't tell you what I want to do to her. Okay. All right, let's see. Will there be significant ruling, any legal ruling to change false news in the media, where they get fined, or legislation that will get some help? I know, I understand, but I just, I care about other people. I did take one from the team. I have to understand. I just so that I can just, if they say something, which they don't normally, but if they do, then I can say, okay, well, that's where they got that from, and that's why they feel that way. And then I change the subject really fast. Okay, so there will be a new beginning. So, and this is my 6-month card. This is for me because when I started reading, this kept coming up, and it took me 6 months to complete a project that it was. All right, it's my first business card and the beginnings of my first website in like 5,000 years ago or something. All right, will there be significant, any legal changes to help bring the truth to the light? Because us light bringers. We just want like former presidents or people with legislative power to stand up and say, look, this is the truth. This is the truth. This is the false. And, and then help people understand, right? Okay, there's going to be a lot of fighting before we get to that, because everybody feels like they have the right to stand up for what they believe, and they want to protect it. I know. You have to remember where I am, though. There we go. Okay. I can't give up. There's 2 friends that I absolutely refuse to give up. So we try to stay out of it. But we've gone through, they've both been widowed. They've both remarried. We've been through divorces, the death of their parents. I helped them with their parents after the death of my parents. We just, you can't do it. You got to hold on. Okay. We will get through this. Okay. Okay. Well, they're holding on to the ratings and what people like. This is it, the ratings. So this is the challenge. This is how many likes they get, and how much the favors and the likes and the passing down and some of the belief systems. I think they'll be working on this. I think they're talking about it already now. It's hidden. We don't know about it yet. All right, we are going to hear some proposals. So this is hopeful, because they've, been spinning and spinning. GOP card. Some are just, we're still right at this second. We're going to hear the proposal, but at the base of this, people don't, they're hoping that people won't see the truth. They're like paying so that people won't see the truth. Right? 2 pages and a night. So that means information, offers. Now we got the drama. It's a big old fight. Big old fight. Okay. Big drama. I think it's going to, there will be some changes, but there's a big fight. If you watched me, oh, thanks, Maryanne. If you watched the last video, Our Guides and Angels, I did a reading on what was coming up for civil unrest. And, that's what I wanted to ask about. I wanted to ask about if we're going to head towards a civil war, because Trump is just dividing people. It's really terrible. Okay, so I asked, and the reading that I did, it was so significant. It was so profound. It really couldn't have been more clear that we were really going to take a downward, we were going to be taken into a downward spiral. Now, you and I and the rest of the light workers are going to hold a torch and keep the vibration and give thanks for every time somebody sees the light. Remember, gratitude changes the vibration. So if we give thanks for any time someone of an opposing viewpoint has listened and has achieved enlightenment, we get more of that. So we got to pick and choose what we need to be grateful for to raise that vibration. So, but there is a significant spiral, and here's what they're talking about. So what's on the bottom here? Then I think there will be an amendment. There will be some. It's the very beginning, though. It's the ace. So, 6 months, and I could ask what it's going to take, but our guides and angels already showed that to us. It's really not good news. And I had asked that question because Johnny had asked what's next. What was like the not third wave of the ground bug, but what was like the next thing? We had, the protests, the killing of George Floyd. Did I say that right? And and the Crown Bug protests, and then I saw civil unrest. And it's not something small. And it isn't, it's just really fueled by what Trump is doing and pitting people against one another, not just political. All right. All right, let's see. Newsmax is what it's called. That's his new fixation. Oh, it's not that One America? Newsmax? I don't know what that is. Or are you talking about Tucker Carlson, Johnny? Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, now I thought the Supreme Court was going to rule on DJT's taxes day before yesterday. And somehow it got moved back a couple of days. So let's see. Are we going to be successful? Will the Supreme Court rule so that we will finally have success? If we ask that, if we're going to have success, then we get that yes or no, results, yes or no cards. So we're asking, are we going to finally be able to see into the financials? Will they rule? Okay. Will the Supreme Court rule so that we will finally have success in being able to see into some of his financials, DJT's financials? All right. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Oh my goodness. I'm going to tell you guys what I did on the way home from the beach. Oh my gosh. All right, after I do this, I have to tell you what I did. Okay. All right. They're trying to work together. They are trying to work together. Now, I also think some of them have been made a deal. I know they're not supposed to do that, right? But hey, this is letting it sit. This is nothing can be moved forward. Maybe that's just the little bit of delay or taking it back a few days. There is something that will be uncovered. Something's already uncovered. Some things will be separated from our knowledge. Okay, so. Oh, then we get a positive card. And we got 2 3s. So some things we won't. Some things we won't. Okay. Moving forward. We will get some information of things possibly that were done overseas, right? Otherworldly information of things that were done overseas. So they might possibly allow insight into foolish things on his. Wow. Okay. Tower. Something's tumbling down. That's. Oh, okay. So we better do a clarifier on that. We are going to hear something, but we need a specific yes or no, and that is crazy news. Do you guys believe that? Okay, yes or no, and we get the tower. The tower is final. When the tower comes down, you can't go back. There's an ending. All right, let's look for clarification. on the tower. Do a spread on the tower. Does this mean, yes, we're getting information on his overseas deals? Did you see that Deutsche Bank was fined? Okay. All right, let's see. The Tower card. Usually that means the ending of something. Cannot go back. It's done. All right, I'm going to ask another question after this. I'm going to ask, how is Trump going to feel about the ruling? All right, that'll help us. All right, so we're going to get clarity here. Does this mean, yes, we finally have victory or not? Do the people who want to see his taxes have victory? Will we get the inside scoop? Okay. This signifies earth-shattering news. We felt like it would never come about. It's the decision. We are going to get, they will allow some insights. Thank you, Sharon. They will allow some insights that happened overseas. This is sort of, we had the 3 and the 3. So the shocking information, I think, will have to do with the monies that had to do with Putin. That's my Putin card, King of Wands. You know, because he likes to play polo without a shirt on, and that's the King of Wandsy kind of thing to do, right? The sportsman. All right, let's see how he's going to feel about it. Put these back. Okay, so how is DJT going to feel when he hears the ruling at 10 a.m.? How's he going to feel? Is he going to feel defeated, or will he feel victorious? How's DJT? Please, angels and guides, help us. Help us. Okay. Can you guys hear the lawnmower guy across the street? Okay. He knew we'd be able to see, he knew some of it's coming. Okay. He knew some of it's coming. Boy, that tower, that is just really kaboom. He knows some things are coming out that he's not happy about already. So he has some regret about things that he's done overseas, of course. He did make a deal with them, and Barr put the pressure on. This is Billy Barr's club. You know, Johnny calls him Fred Flintstone, and that's his caveman club. He's split too. He's sad about one thing. He's hoping he can remain well off and well received by everyone, but he knows that there is information coming. So he knows that one big thing is exposed. He knows that he's going to be exposed. A lie will be exposed, and it can't go back. It's done then. Okay. Okay, that was a tough reading. Man alive. Because that is a powder keg, you know, to release that or not, how much, and for a sitting president. And of course, all the other presidents released it before they got in there, right? So, can't hear them. Okay. All right, let me tell you what I did. I have to tell you. When I was taking my walk on the way back, it was so hot. I have to start at 6:45 so that I'd be there for the sunrise. And it takes me 30 minutes to get there. So I walked for 4 miles. And so on the way back, all I could think about was like a sweet roll or a sweet cookie or something. I was having like this, and I'm not like a big sweets person. I'd rather have like a starch, like French fries or something like that. So all I could think about was going to a bakery or something. For some crazy reason, I don't know, I was picking up on some sort of energy, any sweet energy. I drove to Panera Bread on the way home, put my mask on, because I don't like to go in places very much if I don't have to. And I got $27 of baked goods. And I came home and I bagged them all up. And I put a couple in the refrigerator, and I put the rest in the freezer so I could take them up. I can't believe I did that. But I did it. But you know what? Sometimes you just have to get your midnight snacks or your snacks in advance, right? That was crazy. I was in and out of there in 7 minutes. Okay. All right. I just had to tattle on myself. That was pretty funny. I've never done that before. Okay. Let's find out and see. I want to go back to that more. All right. Let's find out. I know you guys, I read for you, and I know a lot of you watch Linda G, and she's always said, and I've always said that my angels and guides have always given me the 9 of Swords with Kavanaugh to say that there's something about him that's going to come out and take him off the seat somehow. There we go. All right, so let's see. Is Kavanaugh going to finally lose his seat within the next year or so? Is he going to get yanked out of there? Is he safe in his seat or not? All right. Is Kavanaugh safe in his Supreme Court justice seat for the next year or so, or is he getting sacked? Oh, yeah, okay. Pistachios. Okay. I have never done that before. That was really bad. But it's okay. All right, Kavanaugh. Is he keeping his seat or not? There we go. All right, there's the favors and the deals. Okay, but we already knew that. Squeals, deals. He's not going to be able to keep it forever. So they may even, I guess, maybe put terms on them or something later down the road, way in the future. World card takes forever. Ooh, starts to get rocky. There's a couple of issues floating around. So starts to get rocky. Lies and deception come to the forefront. Here's our favorite ladies. Okay. Oh, there's going to be another hearing. He's going to have to go back to the skiff for something. There's going to be some sort of specific hearing, but there's still lies and disinformation and lies, cheating, stealing, GOP stuff. He's keeping it for right now, but it's going to get really rocky. And I think maybe by the time of Aries, the turn of the year, or maybe even the year after that, there'll be a ruling. But it's going to come out about the parties. So much is going to happen by springtime of 2021. I keep getting that. So I'm going to say March and April 2021. Keeping it for now. But then there's some other stuff coming out with women and parties and lies. So something still coming there. All right. All right. Okay, so back to that. Really, I got my sparkle cup, you guys. I had to pull out I had to pull out the big guns. All right, let's find out. I wanted to know, there was so much civil unrest that, listen, that last live reading I did was really kind of scary to me, because the world as we know it is really changing. And I mean, it's good that we're changing in some ways, but some of the safety issues are not going to be okay. And it's so divisive, really. So let's see, is it going to come? We're getting split. We're split down the middle, but what about civil war? It is a magic sparkle cup. T-Barb. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Becky Jean. I was so bad. No, we have Tervis Tumbler, factory here in Florida. And if you go to like the big party store and you get glitter, glitter packages, and you take a Tervis tumbler, then they'll put it inside your cup. So when you move this, it has hearts and angels and trumpets and suns and stars. It's like a Lucky Charms cup. All right. Civil War. Sorry. Sparkle cups are important. Panera trips are important. Okay. All right, the United States. I'm just so concerned that the crown bug is going to take lives, and people in Florida that believe the lies in the other type of platforms, information platforms, are taking risks, and they don't even really realize that they're taking risks. All right, so we looked into the lamp of the future, and we did see that there was going to be some particular, big issues. And the family that stays together is on its side. This is the family that stays to, so that families could even be torn apart. So you have to be careful with that. This is also big money, big corporations like boycotting Facebook and stepping out of the advertising with Facebook, and taking their advertising money of the big corporations, and just putting their foot down and saying this is because they know what rules them, so they're going to use this. Okay. Right. All right. Getting 6 months again. I think it's going to take the whole rest of 2020, because I was reading on the second half of 2020. Oh, yeah. So it's really quite shocking, some of the things and I did get loss of life, civil unrest. It just was really not good. Okay. Tower cards really. It will be, media driven. And there's the death card. Some things will not be able to recover from. There will be divisions. So I'm going to say, in a modern day sense, in the minds of people, because the Ace of Swords is the mind, right? It's your rules of your mind and the struggles within your mind. It will come down to sponsorship and where the money goes and which ads are funded or defunded. That's what it's going to come down to. The media and who pays, who falls, who rises, who falls. Many will fall. Okay. Stephen, I think you are right. And we're going to hear more about this. This isn't far away. This is upon us. It's on the doorstep. Okay. Wow. Is there anything? All right, we'll put these back. Then I'll ask, is there anything else that you'd like us to know about that? Angels and guides. Is there anything else you'd like us to know about that? Okay. Just that it's coming soon. The news coming soon. Pay attention to what you hear, and choose your messages, choose your information wisely. All right. Do you guys have any answers on Are we keeping the, there's gonna, so when I did turn on that Tucker clip, I guess because the teachers union is backing Biden, he's saying that the teachers and, political movements, the teachers don't want to go back to work. They want to be paid for not working. I know a lot of teachers. They don't want that. Okay. All right. I know a lot. I read for a lot of teachers. Oh, that's right. I'm still running the $25 reading special. You can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com. And I put the PayPal information, and that is not to the Way of Positive Change. It's the PayPal Lori Crawford. It's in the description of each video. Okay. So email me first, thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com, to schedule your reading. It's so much fun. It's a half an hour. All right. Right, Susie? I know. They don't like it. Okay. All right, you guys, throw me another question. All right, let's ask about school. Now, I got, when we were looking at the Crown Bug, and the astrologers that I watch, said that the first week of August was going to be really bad. The very last 2 days of July, and then the first week or so of August was going to be really bad. So and school starts back, is supposed to be, from Betsy DeVos and DJT, the second week of August? Something like that. Like mandatory, you have to open. Okay. All right. So let's see. Just like they said they were going to have in public, in service at the Hertz Arena for graduations. That was like a week ago. And 2 days, it only took them 2 days later to change their mind. To know. All right. Will school in Florida start back up? Will they be in class, in school, in Florida in August? Thank you, Larry Girl. All right. Will school begin? Will they physically go back to school in August? Listen, they're trying it. They're trying to push it. DeSantis is, well, Okay. Will the children go back to school physically into the classrooms in August in Florida? Okay, we can ask about that too. I would presume that North Carolina, Texas, and Florida would all be sort of in the same boat. I don't know, but then I shouldn't presume, right? That's why we're doing readings. There's no real decision. Is he can proclaim and tell people what they're going to do all he wants. That doesn't mean that's going to happen, does it? Right now, everybody's not on the same page. Right now, the majority of the consensus is to wait. Okay. Wait and see. There will be a war of words, but don't believe everything that you hear. All right? Just look exactly what we just said. You can say they're going to have this in physical or personal, graduation, and then it gets revoked. So Trump's just okay. They're threatening, but there's it's just a bunch of hooey, just a bunch of billowy clouds that really don't have any rain in them. Okay. I really think that they're struggling with this. I really think that, they're trying and maybe some can go, maybe they could have choices or work on the numbers, but they're trying to make sure that it's, that it's evened out, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. This means it's not. They have to make it even. Everything has to gel together with the Temperance card. Billy Barr Club. A lot of emotions. A lot of money involved. I think they're going to make it optional, because this means it's a call to action. Maybe by the very end of August. I don't think it's going to be the beginning of August from what I saw. But perhaps by the very end, they will start to commence and have some things in the works. Okay, calling some back. Okay. And then there'll be an actual ruling. This may go over the heads of heads. Okay. It's certainly going to go over DeVos's head. You know that for sure. Okay. Well, that's nice of him. All right. Okay, let's see. Some of them are going to go back. Some, and some of them will be homeschooled. So it's going to be some big, just huge rulings on this. This is going to go to the top of the top of it. We're still on the pistachios. Oh my God. I couldn't believe I did that. I just said, I'll have one of those. Oh my God. That was so bad. Okay. It's okay. I put a lot of them in the freezer, you guys. So I'm working very hard at maintaining my weight. So I can't, just no new clothes, right? Okay. Yeah. Oh, David, you're cracking me up. Okay. All right. So, so I listened to some of the astrology, and we have a lot of squares of the sun to the Jupiter, sun on the July 14th. Sun square Jupiter, sun square Pluto. There's a lot of squares. So the 14th through the 20th can get really wonky. So let's take a look at what's going to happen in that week. So, and also when I was walking, I heard the word self-sabotage. So, I just did it, Panera. No, I'm kidding. That's not my downfall. Now the pistachios with Johnny, that could be something else. But be careful with self-sabotage. That could just be self-defeating thoughts, or just not helping yourself the way that you can, or just being mean to yourself, or you know what self-sabotage means. Not going forward with some of your projects. And you should be able to move forward with a lot of your projects right now, because Mars is in Aries and it is at home there and very powerful, and it pushes us forward, especially if you have where your placement is and what your rising signs are. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the astrology. Looks wonky from July 14th to the 20th. What can you tell us, guides and angels, about that time? What do you and I, us light workers, what do we need to know about that time? Okay. What do you and I need to know about the time? We're July 14th through the 20th, where sun square Jupiter, sun squares Pluto. It means you can overindulge in some things, or somebody might be really tempted to make them feel good by overhyping things. And so, Okay. So it could be lack of motivation. Maybe feeling doubt about moving forward with the things that we need to move forward with. It could be a lag on your energy. So make sure that you get outside. Getting outside is huge. Yeah. This is almost like what's next. And I feel like the inertia, like things aren't moving, like things can't move forward. And that's not true. That's an illusion. So we just have to express yourself through art, go outside, plant a garden, make something grow. If you take your focus and put your energy into something else and help it grow. So a new plant, that would be very important. You'll be all right. It is, look, it pulls, it's a little energy pull. Be careful with your self-talk, okay? Say positive affirmations and move forward. Know who you are. Dress for success. Maybe, go for a car ride. Take a day ride. Remember when we used to do that? Yeah, do a little bit of day travel. This is going to be very important, okay? There also could be, you guys, this is my military card, so there could be some strategic maneuvers overseas or through a waterway, some sort of military thing overseas, decisions, waterways, shipping. 3 of wands, 2 of wands, something maybe that can't go through. Big decisions, blocks, putting down the law, changing the law. You can do this, you can't do that. Government, military. Okay, so we have some personal things, and then we have some government things here. Okay. But for you and I, bring something to life if you're feeling stagnant. Grow something. Express yourself through art. Try different mediums and modalities. And try a new deck or a new oracle. Try something new. Get out of, don't stay in the 4 walls. Take a day trip. Get out. Remove yourself. Get dressed up to go somewhere for a picnic, okay? So those are the things that I'm seeing. Some government, some things, maybe just a little bit of an energy pull for you and I. All right. Yeah, you can still do that, right? I read for a lady in Sweden that's very good at finding hidden treasures. Stephen. Okay. All right. What else do we have? Yeah, let's just do it. Get in the car and go for the ride. Stop somewhere, have a picnic, dress up for it, bring something special. Okay. Federal UE extension. Kevin on trip robber. I think he was walking by his home. Okay. All right. Federal UE extension. You want to know? Hi, Becca. You want to know, Nancy, that this is a yes or no question. Yes or no? Federal UE extension. Yes or no? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Sorry. I thought you were asking about something else. Unemployment, federal unemployment extension. Thanks, Nancy. Will there be a federal unemployment extension? Okay, there's coming news of that. I'm going to say they're trying to block that right now with the sun on its side. Right, we're going to talk about this. Remember that fear or a little bit of anxiety is energy. And if you have, what you do, you have your own supply tube that comes straight to you through the universe, right? You're working with the law of attraction. If you get nervous or anxious, remember, you can say verbal things, but, laws or verbal affirmations. But if you're subconsciously feeling nervous or anxiety, you're going to put tension on that too. So you're going to squeeze it, and we don't want to do that. So you have to know what is yours is coming your way, and nothing can close the door on it. Nothing can cut off the tube. Nobody can get in the way of what, in between what belongs to you. So everything that you need is coming your way, and that you're fine. Here's the shakeup in the past. Waiting, waiting, waiting. So they're trying to put a squish on this. Oh, here is an intention. Here is a suggestion of a bill, something written. So a written law, a proposal with a decision, the Lover's card. Somebody tries to balance it back out. They don't like it's too heavy on one side. Excuse me, I'm going to say that there is some help coming with that. So Nancy, my Florida friend, they're working on it. Something's coming down the pike with that. That's a yes. It's a lot of work. And there's a lot of greedy people involved in this that are making it unbalanced. So it's going to be very difficult. Okay. It's been difficult. You have to tell yourself the law of attraction is very specific because the substance is there and you form it. The substance is matter. It's unseen. You form blocks or gateways simply by your thoughts and your words. So we have to make the avenue that comes straight to you. Okay. And even if you want to say, okay, maybe it's like water coming down the river headed straight for you and it hits a rock, but it goes around and it still makes its way to you. So even if there's a rock in the way, it'll come around. What is yours is coming to you, and no one can keep it from you. Okay. You're welcome, Niels. All right, let's have another question, you guys. All right. Let's ask if there's going to be another stimulus. Check. All right. Marissa, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Hit the like button, you guys. Help my channel, or hit subscribe. Hit that little red arrow. Okay. Okay, so the bullies are trying to say, the McConnells are trying to say no. No. They already got one. Okay. Thank you, Larry girl. Oh boy, they're trying to just say, go to work, go to work, go to work, go to work. Just go work at the meat packing plant, the prison where the prisoners are. Oh my God, I said prayers after watching Maddow. Oh my God, I said so many prayers. All right, so go to work. Just go in there. Just push through. That's what they want you to do. That's what their plan is right now. No, we're not doing it. No, Pelosi is saying, yes, we are. But the McConnells, peopleese, are saying no. Asking about if there's going to be another stimulus check. All right. Right now, they're saying no. They just want everyone to go to work and tough it out. I saw on PBS NewsHour the other night that people are actually getting evicted. They went through, even though this one lady paid her rent, but she was late a few times, and the guy just said, "You gotta go. It's not fair." So these are not good cards, you guys. So Five of Swords, bully, my least favorite card. Blocked by the Queen of Swords. Someone's trying to block it. I don't know how long they'll be able to block it. All right. A lot of thought and plans. Not nice plans going into this. There's the checks that went out in the mail before, and that some people are still really suffering. They did close the bars here again in Florida, and I know they did it in Texas as well. So the people that own those bars are really, or work in those bars. My God. Okay. So this is it's very, very, very difficult time. This is a struggle. Boy, they're really trying to say, no, you can't have this. They're still, Pelosi and Schumer are still trying to work it. I'm going to say it goes no, 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 yes. Okay. So, but it's no, 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 all the way up there. This takes a long time. This isn't anything that comes now. We're going to go through that really tough time. The last couple of days of July into August, I guess because the cases have gone up so high. And they did say the Florida death cases that they're just having a hard time getting, assigning to what days people died to. Even our local news went against DeSantis and said that's just simply not true. And I also wanted to tell you guys, I found out this morning that people that are getting tested, they're not getting their test results for 5 or 6 days after. So it's like the numbers in Florida are still, there's still some fog there. Tam, I think it is, because if I had to go with any kind of timing card on here, I'd have to go with October, towards October. Okay. Hi, Angela. My buddy Angela. Been through it thick and thin with me. All right. Now let's see what else. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I hope it doesn't take that long. People need it way before then. And with this whole nother. All right, let's take another look until one of you guys gives me another question. Angela, do you have a question? It does, Teresa. I know. It makes sense. Complete sense. Because then he'll be like, oh, and I gave this to you. That may be when the final yes gets thrown in there. The death card is the Scorpio card. So that's why I said, I think Scorpio starts, October 22nd? Something like that. Okay. If it's PSYOPs, PSYOPS, what does that mean? Help me. All right. Okay, so I just want to take a look. The time of let's take a look at the crown bug, and what shall you and I expect to see in that time the astrologer said, and for the reading that we did, our guides and angels, the last live reading just a couple of days ago, said it was going to be so icky. Okay. King of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. It's going to be very, very hard on this. People will be very sick. And it, some people are even having to pay for some of the things that are going on. All right, these multi-generational families that live together are really the ones that are getting hit, because in the 10 of Pentacles, we have, the elders, the middles, and the littles, right? And the people that don't believe that it's real won't listen to the helpful news. They won't take suggestions, and they just feel entitled. This is the card of entitlement. I know you guys that I read for, I call this the McDonald's card, but we'll just go with the entitlement right now. People that just feel like they don't have to do what's the right thing. They can just do whatever they want. The DJTs of this world. All right. So they're going to try to implement some laws. And there's loss of life, and people are concerned. And this happens more quickly than the date that we just looked at. So that's a little tough. And, many of us are thinking, all right, well, we just have to walk away from this news, and we have to understand that some people are just going to feel this way and do their own rules, and they're not going to understand. They're not enlightened. They're just, they're not going to help the other people, and it causes a lot of problems, and the messages come very quickly, and there's 2 sides, and we just have to sort of understand that we have to give up on those people that are being fed the BS. So, and just do the right thing for yourself. Not going to be able to get the right news to these people, unfortunately, and some of them will get sick, unfortunately. Like Balisardo or whatever, what's his name did anyone see how's he doing today? Is he not in the hospital still? So I bet he ends up in there. I don't want anyone to be sick, but I bet he ends up in there. My brother calls it cosmic justice. Okay. All right. Okay. You guys see that big geode down there? That's from my office. It's so big that I can't even help you see how huge that thing is. It is so heavy, I can't lift it. So I can't, I need to put it up on its pedestal. I need my son to come help me. Need some big old arms. But he is very busy. All right. Bolsonaro. We'll just call him Bulls. Mr. Bulls. Okay. All right. That was in my healing room at the store. That's what was purchased for the healing. And I put the big Lemurian chargers in there that people would hold on the healing bed. All right. So let's see. Let's ask if Fauci will now that the split has happened, now that the bromance is over and he's been thrown under the bus officially, will he now stand up and be more forceful and get other people on his side to make a collaborative effort of the scientific team to come out with more truths? Will Fauci be emboldened by being thrown under the bus? Lemurian, they're big crystals, points, big Lemurian points, healing points. And I'd have people hold one on each hand, Angela, when they were on the healing bed. And then I would put them inside the cavern to recharge. Okay. All right. Will Fauci become emboldened now that he's been thrown under the Trump bus? Will Fauci stand up and be brave now that the split's been done to speak the truth, not be muzzled anymore? He's tried to talk to Burks. He has tried to talk. And she has said something, Deborah Burks has said something to him that made him feel a little bit restricted previously, but now the restrictions fall to the side, right? Where he used to feel restricted, now he can move forward, all right? So the challenge is to move forward. And he will. His emotions have been boiling. And he has a deep love for what's right for his fellow Americans. But they were so strong. They really set, their guidelines were set in stone. He was basically threatened. Okay. Two aces change of places. So he's going to start speaking from somewhere else. He's also going to talk about the amount of funding that's going in and the amount of funding that's been cut from the WHO and other. And from other funding from other situations and foundations and scientific research. Okay. This means he's going to help. He is going to rescue to a certain degree. And he's calling on another one of his old buddies to come. So it's not only coming from Fauci, it's coming from someone else. Okay? He's working with someone that he's known for a very long time, that he did work with before, because he's very emotional about the information that's being fed to the public, so they're not seeing what's really happening. He's very concerned about that. He's concerned about the people that won't see and won't hear, or are only hearing what they're being told, and so they're blinded from the truth. He's trying to help. He's trying to guide. He's also working with a person that is overseas to garner support from research over there for getting them to speak out. He realizes that he's up against the GOP. That's in his hopes and fears, but he knows he's under the bus. All right, 3 aces, big meetings coming up, huge meetings, and he is going to take a step forward. But he's going to get strength from someone else. So let's see. Let me take that out. So the answer is yes. And they're already big meetings. Other scientists overseas. Yes. So, and he's very concerned about the death rate. And he knows that the split's been made. So he is going to stand up. All right. What is he going to say? Yeah, the WHO. Okay, he does this. He's trying to get the information and the people together pretty quick, because he knows like the next 8 days, or he knows we're in trouble. So this is the energy behind this is bold and fast, full of messages and meetings. All right, the whole beginning of a new plan, a new task force, a new people that are coming together to work together, even out of our country. All right, so that's good. T-Bar practice. All right, you guys. Biden said he would reinstate. Yes. All right, let's take a look to see how is how's Biden doing? Do we want to ask that? What else do we want to ask you guys? Stop it. Okay. I don't want to ask about Biden. Let's ask about will any of the generals, any of the secret, any of the FBI, CIA, anyone, is anyone coming to charge Trump to find out about the bounties? Okay. All right. I need a new question, you guys. Okay. I've got three readings to do after this, so I can only stay on for a little bit longer, so help me with another question. Okay. Is anyone going to hold Trump's feet to the fire to put sanctions against Putin and make it known about what happened with the bounties? To get clarity, information about bounties. Are we going to hear about it? Is anybody going to do anything? They're working on it. It's already in the works. Now they know that there's heavy energy and oppression. They don't want, of course, DJT doesn't want this to come about, and his administration has pushback. But they're going forward with this regardless. Okay. The challenge is that they couldn't do this quickly. It's taking some time. They have to gather more information. And they do know that this happened, but they couldn't move quickly. So the rashness of the Knight of Swords is on its side. They're having to get more intelligence. They're trying to come up with the information of the plots that were formed and the deaths that happened. I think they're trying to get the numbers of how many deaths actually happened. This isn't going to happen quickly. There's a lot of energy going into this, but this is not a quick card. This is a struggle against heavy opposition. They can't move quickly. It's going to take patience and persistence. They're talking to the soldiers. We will celebrate because this is coming out. So I'm going to say end of August, September, Leo, Virgo. Yes, it's coming. And I think there will be sanctions. And they're going to cut off some things. Something's coming to an end, and then there'll be a new beginning. It will involve money. End of August, September. So time of Virgo? Yes. So the answer is yes. All right. I'm glad they're having meetings. I'm glad it's in the works. I'm glad they're working on it. Yes. All right, Teresa Ford. I think you're exactly right. Okay. What else do we know? How many Republicans will be put on trials as an accomplice to the illegal dealings with Trump and Russia? Great question. Can we see how many? And I want to ask one final question about Barr. All right, how many Republicans will be put on trial as an accomplice to the illegal dealings with Trump and Russia? How many? I just heard the word bottom feeders, like the plecostomus in the fish tank, right? So they're going to be plucked out first. How many Republicans will go on trial as being an accomplice with Trump and Russia? All of them should be, indeed. Okay. How many? Judgment. So this isn't that far away. They're gathering. I think there are very many meetings and investigations going on that we have no idea. There's a lot of energy in this. It takes time. Okay. And they have to get all of the information. And this could deal with the new administration. These are the subpoenas and the beginnings and the money dealings. Okay. These people broke with the rules and the patriotism and the love of our country. Thank you, Renee. Thank you so much. This is going to take time. It's going to take quite some time, but there's so many lies going on. So many lies. All right, 5 of Cups. They've tried and failed with a couple of things, but there's still a few more tries here. So they're working together, putting together another team. I think the people that were originally working on this, the Sally Yates, the people, they were just put out to pasture, and there was a failure. So, but there's still 2 cups here. And remember, T-Barb, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. So these 2 cups here are very much these 2 cups here. So there are meetings and there's new alliances being made. There's a new effort here, but the 2 cups is not a quick card. The 7 of Pentacles on its side is not quick. They have to cut through all of the lies and deception. And then there's a court ruling. Okay. But I feel like they have to get around Bill Barr. They've got to wait. They've just got to wait. So this doesn't happen soon. This is not up at the top. What's on the bottom? It's hard to get everyone who worked on it, who received the money. It's hard to get it all to come to the light. It's going to be after. There's so much that is going to change. Hi, Lynn. There's so many things that are going to change during the time of Scorpio. So that is, October, November. So it starts October 22nd, like we said. So as these big changes come out, that's when these big changes will begin, right? That's when the energy will shift. They have to get the corrupt justice out of there in order to bring the charges through on all the people that were working with Russia and Trump. Okay. All right, so we're going back to that title. We were looking at Ghislaine. I call her Gilligan. That's her new name, Gilly. All right, but we're going to look at Barr now. I want to do one quick thing here. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Virginian? Did I say that right? Let me grab my old deck. Let me grab this very, very, very old deck. All right, I'm going to take the old deck to read on Barr, and I'm going to take the new deck for the truth and Audrey Strauss. Okay, let's first take a look at who's going to have victory prosecuting Gilligan. Okay. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Okay. All right, Bill Barr. Is he going to continue to be successful in hiding the book, the key in the safe? What was in the safe? He has the key in the safe. Gilligan has the written names, some of the information. All right, so we're doing the matchup between SDNY, Bill Barr. Okay, and in this corner, we have Billy Barr. All right, the DOJ, will they be successful? Or will Audrey Strauss be successful? I asked about Fauci. All right, but this is Bill Barr on the left, Audrey Strauss and SDNY, and Berman on the right. I think Berman is with joining ranks with Preet Barrera. How do you say his name? The guy before that. They're gonna form something big's gonna happen there. I got a big hit on that. Okay. Now this is Audrey Strauss, SDNY, and Berman's work. Who will be successful? It's a matchup. And in this corner, SDNY, Audrey Strauss, Berman's work. All right. Okay, let's take a look at Barr. Well, he does have control. His Department of Justice, he thinks he's large and in charge. Chariot card. You guys, these cards are really old, so they're the pictures. I worked with the deck for a long time before they're replaced. All right. Now, Barr's working with someone else to cover up all the lovers' deals. Okay. Decisions are still being made. He was victorious in the past in hiding the Epps thing and getting to Epps. There are some young men. There are men that are going to come forward because the boys keep coming up here. I'm sorry to say that. But I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. Okay. All right, so Barr, this is the Bill Barr card. It's a moon card because that's what he does. He lies and deceives. Go way back to the very first reading I did on him. That's what came up when I did what is the true moral character of Bill Barr. When he first came on the scene, everyone said, oh, he's going to be good. He did good for... Came up all lies. Okay. He thinks he's going to try to lie and force the law. Wow, look at this. The moon and the Seven of Swords. Lying, cheating, double dealing, stealing. What he knows, trying to, everyone's trying to avoid court here. There's something that's going to come out he is not going to be able to protect. He fears that. That's in his hopes and fears spot, the Eight of Cups. He is trying to make the deals, coming up with the Knight of Cups, but that's not a very good ending card for him. He's trying to make the deals with the Six of Pentacles. I know, please let the good guys. I think that's what that pull on our energy might be on July 14th through the 20th. We may just do road trips, dress up, July 14th through the 20th. If you feel a pull down of energy, raise your vibration, do day trips, do whatever, take the car ride, the picnic, dress up, express yourself through art. We were talking about that earlier. Please go to that part. I know. Well, look at his father, right, T-Barb? He was raised in a family where that was just, cheat, steal, lie. I mean, look at it. He's trying to throw his power around. He's been victorious in doing that before. The moon card, the thief, the carney, the thief, and the pulling the wool over the justice eyes, right? So this isn't going to be able to continue for much longer. How many times have the other legal lawyers and he's going to be disbarred. So there's an end is coming, and that's why through July 14th through 20th, don't let your energy get down. Don't give up. It's coming. We have to know that it's coming. We expect it, right? I mean, if you really want to do some great manifestation and we can all do this together, we can all already order our party hats and some other snacks. I got the snacks. Okay, but we can actually order our celebration. That's a great act of positivity, of manifestation. Order the stuff that you're going to, start planning the meal that you're going to have, the party, everything. Just start planning it out. Write it out. Order it up. Okay, Berman knew that his work wasn't going to be able to come to the light. He knew that things that he had worked on weren't going to completely come to fruition. They were seeds planted, but they need to be brought more to the light, fertilized, and watered. All right? Right, T-Bar? Plan the party. You want to bring it into being, get it going. Just like a wedding or any kind of great celebration. Okay, so the judgment from to call this into action, Barr is blocking. So the judgment card is on its side. This means that there's a lag. That's why I want you to guard against feeling like nothing's going to happen. It may seem like it, but we've seen so many things are in the works. There's good people working, and you've got to know that the good things are coming. No one can stop it. All right, she has a lot of information, and there's another woman that's working very closely with her. This woman doesn't have the same hair color. This woman is a lighter color hair, more like Elizabeth Warren's color hair. Okay. And she knows that the heavyweights, the big moneyed families that have representatives that went on the Lolita and were part of this, that they are trying to put this in the holding cell, like forever, never to come to light. But they're in the past. They are in the past, positioned in the past with Strauss and Berman. The information will move forward. And this means they're getting help from people overseas. So people that were on the island or had associations with those operations. Okay. The fear, the greed, the alliances that have been made are chains that are holding Berman and Strauss down. Okay. These people are so afraid. You know, that's how they work with fear and money, you know. But the devil card is also lust. And so they're up against the chains here. But they're going to move forward. Some things, some people, they're not going to be, Strauss and Berman are not going to be able to get. But there's still the Two of Cups there. So we keep moving forward. Delays. So they're trying to just put this in delay, file this, file that. So Berman and Strauss can't go forward. So this is very evenly yoked to get this to move forward. Barr is deny, hide, lie, avoid, evade, cover up, steal, hidden operations, remove people, get to other people, thievery, bribery. Okay, but now the thing is that Barr's card, outcome card, is the Nine of Cups, and that isn't as strong to me, even though it's a court card. It's not flanked by good cards, so that lessens the strength of it. I believe that the fighter in Berman and Strauss will go forward, and they will have. But this is very hard, a hard-won war. You know, they have to, but they can't get everything. But they will have some victory. They're going to fight. Remember, the major arcana cards are the hard ones too. They're the big, powerful cards. We've got the Judgment and the Devil, so that the fear of being outed is so great that they're up against so much opposition. But they will get some results, so that's good. And it's going to cause heartbreak to some people. All right. Hi, Jay. All right. Yes, we have to send light to people that were victims and the people who are fighting for justice. All right. Do we have a final question? Okay. We can look at that. Are they getting information from Acosta is a hostile? Oh, you mean the bad side? Okay, let's see. Oh, it's almost 2:00. I've got a reading here shortly. All right. What is Acosta doing? What is Acosta's role? Is he involved in any way with this investigation? Yes, he made the first deal for. He's on the icky side. Is he still involved in this in any way, Acosta? He's not a trustworthy person. And that's the Barr card. So he's in cahoots with Barr. He had to defend him. Oh, he is. Okay. Yes. So that was a good question. He's definitely got something up and he knows he can get into trouble. So he's going to have to help out somehow. He wants to try to escape, but he's going to have to help out somehow. Yeah, giving info. All right, let's take, shall we look at, is Barr going down anytime soon? Let's ask. Let's have that be the, yeah. All right, is Barr going down? Billy Barr. I did that question on the SCOTUS. We're going to get some, and some will be kept from us. But the towers involved, it's going to be the end. Like, this is it and the end. All right, let's see. Is Bill Barr going down anytime soon? His energy is really, hopefully that astrology will take him out. Bill Barr going down anytime. So he's still the bully. Bully card just came out there. He's still the bully. He's in bully mode, full bully mode. You know, I asked if he was going to meet the sword of justice, and it was every single time I've asked, it's come up yes. Absolutely. He's going down. He's not going to come through this as the star. He's pulling all these things now, but in the end, he is in trouble. All right, the high priestess, all the secrets, all the money, all the deals, all the secrets. Now, the best thing about this is that the high priestess is on her side. So that means he's not going to be able to keep all of the information hidden. That's the challenge, and he can't do it. So if you notice, you know, the waxing and waning, all three phases, major phases of the moon are here. So this is going to take a whole 1 month from now. He's going to start to lose energy. Something's coming up. He's trying to hold on. He's trying to stay in power and hold on to everything. He has had to put out so many fires for Trump. But the wheel changes. In the Wheel of Fortune, even the devil gets to come up and ride up on the top for a little while, right? Doesn't he? His overindulgence will be the end of him. He has a short period of bliss here. And here's the woman that's going to unearth the secrets. For you and I, it seems like it's going to take forever. You know who he's up against? There's something going on with the Queen of England that just came in just so strong when I looked up that he is in some sort of a big problem with the Queen of England. Now that could be over Andrew and Epps. There's a big problem here with the World card and the Queen, and she is going to unearth his power or secret. This is much bigger than what we think. He hopes he can hold it together. Oh, boom, kaboom, and down he goes. It only takes one sword, and he gets all 10. I think it's the Queen of England that's going to say, I'm telling you, this is so big. This is so big. And he's going down. She doesn't like his arrogance, and she's just going to aim her bow, and that's it. Okay. Yeah. Right, Jay? Wow. Okay. Yeah. So he's going. He's going. Make no mistake. This is the outcome card. Ruin. Just ruin. There's no other way to take that. Okay? So, what did I have? I had the World, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is another Scorpio card, but that's not the Queen. I'm telling you, that was the Queen she is going to wield a sword there. She's much more powerful than people think. We have the 9 of Cups and the 10. 9-10 weeks, 9-10 months. So anyway, by this time next year, we're going to know. Okay. All right. Did anybody else come up with a question? Susie, oh, thank you, Lynn. If anyone wants to have a reading with me, please email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com. I'll send you a PayPal link. There is one in the description. The PayPal link does not go to the Way of Positive Change. Okay, so email me at the Way of Positive Change. We're doing $25 readings for half an hour. We go into every area of your life. It's a really good time to have a reading to see where the challenges will be for you for the second half of 2020 and what areas of your chart, whether it's family, health, money, job, love. And when I use the astrological spread, it shows me every department of your life. So we get a very good clue about, where your challenges are. You can save money if it shows that you might have an issue with this or that. And in some, our guides are so helpful. So email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com. We'll get you scheduled. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's do one more. What do our angels and guides want us to know? Oh, will Citizens United be overturned in the near future? How do you want me to? Let's see. Will Citizens United? What will happen to Citizens United? Be overturned. What will happen to Citizens United? Is that a good way to ask that? Okay. Citizens United be overturned. What will happen to Citizens United? Will it be positive or negative? Thank you, Marietta. Hi, Chris. Okay. All right. Wow, some big rulings, big laws, big ruling in this. What's right and what's wrong? There's a lot of opposition to this, David. Meetings, money, laws, someone that wants two sides, someone wants to do this way and it's not being heard. Opinions, offers, up and down. It's shaky. It's very shaky. It's on shaky ground. Information coming in. And sailing. 6 of Swords. It will be changed it won't remain the same. It will be changed. That's what I'm getting. Okay, there's people working on it to change it. It's on unstable ground. And something doesn't go the way they're resigned to making changes, but there will be changes. Be difficult, but this is always a better path. Okay. There you go. Yeah, new beginning. So walk away from what doesn't work and head in a different direction. All right. Esther. Okay. Okay, so, all right. I have 3 readings to do still yet, so I'm going to ask, this is the way I like to close, what do our angels and guides want us to know most for right now, next couple of days. So I'll be back. I'm going to walk again, Thursday or Friday. What do our angels and guides want us to know most? Ooh. What do our angels and guides want us to know most? Oop. Wow, that came flying out of there, didn't it? All right. Stay positive. Be strong. Don't rely on the energy or the input of other people, except for your readers. I'm just kidding. All right. You're very smart. You know, you've accomplished a lot in your lifetime. Stay positive. Stand upright. What do they want us to know? Guides and angels. What do they want us to know? Thank you, Teresa. Guides and angels, what do they want us to know most for the next couple of days till we come back? It'll be the same time, Thursday, Friday, because I'm going to walk again, so it'll be right. This is a good time for me. I am a super duper early person. I am not a late night person. When I watch Jen, Lynn, and Becky and John, I'm like, Johnny, I'm just like, hi, you guys. And then I'm just kind of hanging out watching you guys. All right. All right, so work on staying balanced. Remaining balanced. That's what we got in the last reading as well. Don't worry about the other people and the people who have the entitlement things that don't want to wear their masks, and don't worry about them. They're the challenge is to just get past them. Just don't worry about them. Don't give your energy. Don't give your energy to the people who don't want to follow the rules, to the people that just feel like they should just get what they want and for how they want it, that don't want to, be supportive of their local communities. Don't give your energy to them. That's just like taking energy and put it right into their bank and taking from yours, and you don't want to do that. Be happy, make runs to Panera, celebrate, do some really nice things for yourself. Surround yourself in your home with those beautiful things that you like, music and art, and separate your vibration from their vibration. Invest in yourself. Invest in the things that make you happy. Spend the time doing that. Don't concern yourself with them. That will lower your energy. Remember, we're looking at July 14th through the 20th that we have to raise our energy. So just have your freedom from those people. Okay, so don't stay within the 4 walls. All right, you are free to walk around the cabin, right? I mean, out of the cabin. You can take the day trips. You can take walks outside. You can build in your garden. You can go to a neighboring city and see a park over there that you'd like to see. But don't overthink it. Just bring some snacks, put together a picnic, throw it in the car, and take off. If you want to do something really fun, pull up your county or whatever on your internet and then just pick a place. Close your eyes and pick a place. Yeah. Pack up your bag, have an adventure. Take your picnic and have an adventure. Just do something new. Do something new that doesn't have anything to do with the energy of the other side. All right? This day trips, like I said, all right? You're depositing into the things that you love to do. Try something new. All right, again, invest in yourself and stay balanced. You're the shining star. This is the card that we got today on the Way of Positive Change Facebook and Instagram. We do a card of the day. This is You Are the Star. All your hard work will be recognized. You're such an achiever. But you cannot worry about this. You must separate your energy from the icky people. Don't worry about them. They're producing their own energies and vibrations that will take them to the road that they need to go on. They're learning their life lessons. It's got nothing to do with you. Don't let them take your energy. You are in control of your energy. All right. And your emotions. So the Fool card says, separate from that. Don't go into your fears. Create something new. This is all about the adventure. Do the road trip. And you'll get through just fine. So, and you have the crown. So you're getting past these swords. But the ace, again, is something new. You'll have to really think about where is it that you'd like to go? Where have you always said you wanted to go and you didn't go? When's the last time you just packed a lunch and just got in the car and took off? It's not hard. Just do it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Just start out. All right, let's see what's on the bottom. Ask one of your besties to go with you. Ask someone else that's been quarantining that is safe, or someone, in your house. Do something together. Go see some famous architecture that's been made, Don't go to a war monument. Oh my, a South Monument, that's a joke. Okay. Just go see some pretty architecture or parks or structures or something like that. It's very beautiful. And then 2, remember, if someone asks you to do something, accept the invitation. Don't stay put and overthink things. Just say, you know what? I need to take the cup. I need to go because there's a link to an opportunity. There's something I'm going to learn. There's information that my angels have been trying to give me. So I really need to not be pessimistic or stuck in a rut. So I'm just going to do it. Just do it. Put on your Nike shoes and do it. All right, you guys. All right, and have fun. Road trip. Okay, you guys, I got some readings to do. Email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com if you want me to do a reading for you. And I'll see you again right before noon, again on Thursday or Friday. I'll post on the community page and let you know. Thanks so much for being here with me. It means the world to me. We help each other bring our vibrations up so that we can make it through this time. We're going to do just fine. All right, you guys, take care. Have a good lunch, and I will see you again soon. Thanks again, and thanks for moderating T-Bar, Blurry Girl. Thanks so much. And if you want to do your reading, let me know.